What's good with the YouTube? Y'all already know, Big Flacco from ACP, a convict's perspective, hoping everybody's having a positive day. Let's get it, man. But before we do so, please hit the like, subscribe, comment, do all those things to help support your boy, and hit that bell notification for future fire content. So as everybody knows, there was Operation Red Rooster in Merced County. 41 individuals were arrested, and one of those being GB. GB's original government name is Eduardo Nepomuceno Vega. Okay, now the unfortunate thing about his is he's not tied into any type of indictment or criminal charges being filed against him at this time. Even though they listed him as one of 41 individuals that was arrested in the sweep, he's merely being arrested for a probation violation, which they didn't go into any details what it was about. The unfortunate thing is the media never gives credit to what a rapper or someone of his prestige title has done for his community. I mean, he was honored back in August of 22nd by the Merced City Council for philanthropic efforts, okay? He's seen the importance of giving back to the community where he was from and not just taking from it, okay? Because like I said, in Merced, right, which is a small city, small county, he was recognized, he was known, he was, the pride of Merced, that's GB, a very talented rapper, who didn't just use his skills and talent just to walk away from everybody, right? But he contributed to his community, man, which is really important, right? He held shoe giveaways, backpack distributions, and toy drives to benefit the Valley Christian Hospital right there in Merced County. Now, recently, he attended the University of California Merced's Taste of East Africa event to spread cultural diversity amongst its local community. Like they said, they had the city council, they had the mayor, they had everybody that were pretty much praising his efforts. And I would see that, if he was out there doing some type of criminal acts or this and that maybe they, could pursue him in this indictment, or what's his probation violation about? It could be for him being amongst gang members, right? Recently in an IG post, GB noted that he recently became 1 year sober, celebrating this accomplishment by releasing his single Skeletons. Now, he had put a caption, "Better self-care is truly the key to a better lifestyle. No telling how long I'm going to be on this road to sobriety, but as of today, that marks 1 year of me being sober." Man, much respects to GB and his sobriety path. It's not an easy one, as we all know. And it's good that he's not afraid to sit there and talk about it and discuss it and even put it in a post, right? So like I said, GB, if you ever listen to his tracks, I think he's one of the more lyrically gifted MCs. He's really deep. He talks about his childhood, about how he lived, and all this, different stuff that, people are sometimes afraid to talk about in rap songs. He brings really organic type of style of rapping and lifestyle in his raps. When you look at GB on paper and the things that he's achieved, he's everything that you want to achieve in a former convict. He's a success story. And for him to be included in this indictment, which he's not really part of the indictment, he only got arrested for a probation violation, but they listed him as being one of the 41 people arrested. It pretty much is an attempt to try to assassinate his character, as people started running stories and whatnot, which were all fair stories because you did not know what he was arrested for. They did say that he was included in this, the arrest of those indicted. So naturally, you're wondering what he's been indicted for. It's just a probation violation. And I think that the media, law enforcement, and whatnot really misrepresented this when they put that out to social media or to the media, to put that out there in public that he was arrested. Now, maybe he was tied into individuals that he was associating with that were gang members, that were actively with the functions and different things. But that doesn't mean that he's living a life of crime out there just by associating. A lot of times these could be people you grew up with, people that you broke bread with, people you did time with. And there's always going to be that love and respect, especially if they're from your neighborhood. So it wouldn't be uncommon for someone like GB to still have contacts and still associate. And maybe he was trying to, do something to help them. People forget. The best way to help gang members and criminals out there in their own communities is those success stories that go out there and reach out to them and try to show them and help them go a better route. Like, look at all the stuff that he had been doing, man. He'd been giving back to the community. He had also established his own little business. And the thing about GB is that he had an altruistic type of behavior. which means you do things without expecting the pat on the back. I never really heard him talk about all the stuff that he was doing in the community and whatnot. I did see somebody that was very humble, as he was growing to find himself, in his sobriety. But, just goes to show he's done more for the community, right, than other people who have to advertise it or have to promote it or have to get the attention that, look, this is what I'm doing. I'm helping the community. No, he was in there doing in the trenches type work, right, to help people, to help kids, to help the hospitals, without even asking for recognition, without even asking for praise. He just did it because he believed in what he was doing. And you got to have, a lot of respect and commend the dude for doing what he's doing. Like I said, when I see people's acts that are genuine, that are altruistic, it has me have all the more respect for them, and my perception of them changes overnight when I start to see things just like this. It's just unfortunate that the media just fucking wanted to slander this dude, wanted to put out that he was arrested and involved, and it made all of us wonder, okay, what was he involved in? What did he particularly do? What does this mean for the rest of the rap scenes? Well, the whole time, it has nothing to do with him being involved as far as illicit activities, en route to a RICO case, right? No, probation violation. I was really amazed at how much stuff that he was involved in, man. It kind of surprised me, Not that, rappers and people out in the community aren't going to give back, man, but this man really went above and beyond, which kind of shocked me, man. You got to really praise him for what he did, what he's been doing, It wasn't just, podcasters that was reporting that he was caught up in this operation, right? Red Rooster. It was actually the local media, the local news. So it's kind of unfortunate that they tied him into this when really it doesn't really indicate what he has done. Just a probation violation. If he had committed any type of felonies, they would have charged him with it, 100%, man. And for this to be a federal and state type of investigation, and for him just to get a probation violation, it basically means he really wasn't doing anything. So all the podcasters that had reported on it, right? Most of them reported basically the same information that I have. They weren't wrong. It's just that none of us were provided what he was arrested for or what the charges were. Just that he was caught up in this sweep of individuals getting arrested out there on the streets. Anyways, with that kind of a resume, the last few years working with the community, and be it that there's no type of charges in this probation violation, man, I hope they let him out, man, so he can continue to do the things that he was doing in the community before all this mess just recently happened. Like I said, it's unfortunate that the media kind of misrepresented, what was going on with him, because they're the ones that put out there that he was arrested in this sweep. But technically, I don't know the details, what type of probation violation. It could be anything. A lot of times probation violation could be police contact, or it could be hanging out with gang members. It could be a long list of things, right? And I would probably sit there and put my money, if I was asked to, on that he was around gang members. But if you're trying to help the community, you need to be out there, with those that are still representing, doing their thing. You need to be able to reach out to those that are going to respect what you have to say. So with that said, Flacco, from a convict's perspective, I'm out.